morning. It's Saturday, April 11th. And today I'm looking for a plan. Remember when Wendy's yelled, "Where's the beef?" Well, I'm yelling, "Where's the plan?" And what is the criteria for executing that plan? Why am I doing this? Because Governor Ron DeSantis said Thursday he's considering opening schools up in Florida in May, following their shutdown on March 13th, when they took that step to slow the coronavirus spread in the state. His reason for doing this was, he said, if we get to the point where people think we are on the other side of this and we can get kids back in, even for a couple of weeks, I think there would be a value in that. What's the plan? That's a plan? That's criteria that we put our lives at? People think? Fuck, people think all the time and they're wrong. And then listen to what else he said. We are going to look at the evidence and make a decision. He's going to look at the evidence. They haven't made a decision yet. If it's safe, we want the kids to be in school. I think most parents want that. So we will continue to look and see how this develops and make a decision there. I'd like to know what he's looking at. Does he have a team that's put something together that he can look at, let alone understand? Now, this is a man that cited the fact that children have, for the most part, fared best during the pandemic, compared with other age groups. He's the guy that said no one under 25 died from COVID-19. When at least 2 infants died and at least 4 others under 25 died. So clearly, this guy cannot be trusted to make the correct decision. I think, boy, we need a plan and we need criteria, and we're in trouble. We will be in big trouble without it. And then we have President Trump. Now, Trump said widespread coronavirus testing would never happen and isn't needed to reopen the country. Well, what's his criteria for making that statement? Most public health experts have stressed the need for the U.S. to significantly expand its testing, both with currently available tests to determine whether a given person is infected with SARS-CoV-2 and with the so-called antibody tests to determine whether a person has successfully fought off the virus and is therefore immune to it. So why? Why is the president against that? So then later on, when he was asked how his administration would discuss reopening the U.S. economy without an adequate testing program in place, Trump said such a program was just unnecessary. And it was something that was simply not in the cards. So it's not in the cards. What's in the cards? What's the plan? Where's the beef? There's nothing. There's no plan. There's no criteria. There's just some gut reaction. Do you know why that upsets me? Because we have evidence that other countries have solved this problem and have gotten back to being, I don't want to say normal, but to being able to move around and go to work and everything. And I'll cite the South Korea model, okay? So we know the steps that need to be taken to end the coronavirus crisis. There is clear evidence based upon the performance of other countries. The public deserves a plan of action that eases the restrictions and that carefully sets the conditions so that we do not have a resurgence of the coronavirus. If we don't do this right, we leave ourselves open to an endless wave of coronavirus attacks and an endless wave of economic depression. The federal government and the states need to implement these systems in order to prevent a second wave that's worse than the first and allow a return to some degree of a normal life. So we know how we can do it. We just have to follow what other people did. That's not cheating. You're not looking at somebody's test paper. This is survival. And I'm sure a lot of these countries are willing to help. So why won't we do it? Is it an ego problem? So I say again, where's the plan? Where are the criteria? It's sitting out there for us to review. So somebody should get off their ass and go do it.